So most people think the ultra wealthy pick better investments, but that's not really what sets them apart. It's really how they build their wealth around their money. So take someone like Chamath Palihapitiya. When the markets swing and tax laws change, or headlines are screaming recession, recession, he's not sitting there scrambling to react and figure out what to do next. And this is because his wealth isn't dependent on the market. His wealth is structured to outlast it. And that's the real difference between regular people and the ultra wealthy. The ultra wealthy don't just invest, they engineer their wealth like a system that grows, protects, and compounds through every market cycle. And today, I'm breaking down how that system works and how you can apply the same structure to your own financial life. Hi, I'm Erin Clifford, the co-founder of Truly Aligned Wealth Management. Now, we're talking about most ultra wealthy families, the ones with hundreds of millions of dollars. They usually have a private family office that's running every part of their lives, right? Investments, taxes, estate planning, even travel and property management. But for most successful professionals, that kind of operation doesn't really make sense. You don't need $1 million a year infrastructure, but you do need the structure behind it. And that's what we've built at Truly Aligned. We're a modern version of a family office that brings together CFAs, CFPs, CPAs, the estate planning attorneys, all to keep your wealth moving in harmony. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how the ultra wealthy design their system and how you can use the same framework to grow, protect, and preserve your wealth over time. So there's really 5 pillars of how the ultra wealthy manage their money: strategic financial planning, intelligent investment management, comprehensive asset protection through insurances, estate planning for legacy and control, and ultimately long-term tax optimization. So when all 5 of these are working together, that's where real financial freedom and generational impact are created. So let's first start off talking about the basis of everything: strategic financial planning. The ultra wealthy do not make decisions in isolation. Every move, whether it's purchasing a property, building a foundation, helping their children buy homes, this all stems from a comprehensive financial plan. They know their numbers, what it costs to live their lifestyle, what it takes to reach their next milestone, what's required to preserve wealth across decades. Their plans project out multiple different scenarios: stress testing for inflation, longevity, market risk. They're proactive in their planning, not reactive. At Truly Aligned, we start the same way. Before we talk about your investments, we first clarify your goals, your cash flow, risk capacity, so that every decision can connect back to your personal long-term vision. If you are enjoying this video so far, please like and subscribe. It does help our videos reach more people so that they can start creating wealth that truly fits their life. Now let's talk about the second pillar for how the ultra wealthy design their system. This here is investment management. Once you have a clear plan, the investments become the engine that drive it. The ultra wealthy are not chasing returns. They're focusing on structure and intentional diversification. Their portfolios combine public markets like stocks and bonds and ETFs with private markets such as real estate, venture capital, private credit, depending on their liquidity needs and their risk profile. But here's really what most people are missing: the accounts that you're using are just as important as what's inside of them. So the ultra wealthy strategically place their assets in the right tax environments: tax deferred accounts for high growth assets, taxable accounts for flexibility, Roth accounts for long-term tax-free compounding. Asset location is one of the biggest differentiators between a high income earner and a truly optimized investor. So behind the scenes, we have a CFA-led investment team that manages allocation, rebalancing, performance oversight, so that your portfolio evolves with both the markets and your goals. Because the goal isn't just to grow your wealth, it's to grow it efficiently and intentionally. The third pillar is insurance. Protection is really a non-negotiable for the ultra wealthy. They think in terms of risk management, not fear. Insurance is the safety net that keeps your wealth stable through life's unpredictable moments. It's not just about income replacement, it's about protecting your assets, liquidity, and your legacy. So some types of common coverage could be life insurance for estate liquidity or legacy transfer. We have disability insurance to protect your earning power, umbrella liability for lawsuits or accidents, home and auto as well, scaled appropriately with your lifestyle, and long-term care insurance to preserve assets later in life. Many families also use permanent life insurance inside trusts to fund estate plans or charitable goals, and this creates a tax-free inheritance or, a generational trust. So an example of this would be a life insurance policy owned by an irrevocable life insurance trust. This can pass millions to your heirs outside of your taxable estate. So at Truly Aligned, we coordinate all of these insurance policies with our specialists so that they're aligned with your broader plan to make sure that every risk is identified, covered, and integrated. Because protection isn't about spending more, it's about structuring smarter. Okay, the fourth pillar, estate planning, is where wealth becomes your legacy. The ultra wealthy don't just plan to give, they plan to control how their wealth flows for many decades. They use a mix of different strategies depending on their different goals. Revocable living trusts avoid probate and maintain your privacy, while irrevocable trusts remove your assets from the estate and protect them from taxes or lawsuits. Charitable remainder trusts give back while maintaining your income. Family limited partnerships, FLPs or LLCs, are used to centralize your assets and provide structure for shared ownership. And we also have dynasty or generation skipping trusts to preserve your wealth for your grandchildren and beyond. These different structures allow your wealth to move intentionally, not chaotically. And without them, estates are often taxed very heavily or tied up in court for years. So we partner with estate planning attorneys to ensure that your legal documents, your financial strategy, your investments, your insurance policies are all aligned so that your legacy reflects your values and not just your balance sheet. Moving on to the fifth pillar, the glue that ties everything together, your tax strategy. The ultra wealthy don't just minimize taxes for this year, they design their entire wealth structure around lifetime efficiency. That means coordinating your investment location, timing your capital gains, maximizing charitable deductions, leveraging business structures, planning Roth conversions, and gifting strategies many years in advance. Every decision here is intentional because any small inefficiency can compound just like your returns compound. So our team collaborates directly with your CPA to ensure that your investments, estate, business decisions, everything are optimized into one cohesive plan. So when you look at the ultra wealthy and you wonder how it is that they keep expanding their wealth, it's not luck and they're not gaming a system. It's the structure. They have a clear plan, a coordinated team, these 5 pillars working in harmony, planning, investing, protecting, legacy, and their taxes. And that's exactly what we've built at Truly Aligned Wealth Management. We're a boutique family office style experience for professionals and families who've already built wealth and now you want to optimize it. So if you're ready to elevate your financial strategy and start thinking like the ultra wealthy do, be sure to subscribe for more insights and check the link below to learn about our financial alignment process where your strategy meets your purpose. Until the next time, stay aligned.